Actress and breast cancer survivor Vanessa Bell Calloway is the voice of Know Your Girls. She also stars in Saints and Sinners on Bounce TV and the Love Is series on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Good morning.
Good morning,
nice
everybody.
To see you. So how did you get involved with Susan G. Komen to help lead this charge about the fact that it's a health crisis, especially among black women?
Well, several years ago, I did some other work with Susan G. Komen in Washington, D.C., and then they recently approached me because in the African-American community, breast cancer is something that hasn't been, really discussed a lot with my sisters, and it's something that we're still trying to educate the community about, and really about the care of caring for your breasts. And this campaign is so timely, it's so current, it's really good because it's reaching the younger women as well. And knowing your girls is something that black women have always called our breasts for years anyway, our girlfriends, our girls. And it kind of has a double meaning, knowing your girls, your breasts, but also knowing your girlfriends, knowing how to say to your girlfriends, what's the last checkup time that you have a checkup? How are you doing? Or, I got to go to the doctor, supporting each other. So it's a timely and very important campaign right now.
I was really shocked at the statistics. It says here that in LA and Long Beach, black women are 55% more likely to die from this disease. 55% more likely than white women. What are the factors involved, and specifically why black women are less likely?
Well, it's not only Long Beach here. It's kind of statistically all over the country. We're 40% more likely to get breast cancer. We get a more aggressive strand. They don't know why. We get it earlier. We get it younger. They don't really know why. It's still trying to be figured out scientifically. So I guess maybe just the concentration in this area because based on the number of people. But yes, we do get it more aggressively, and we do die from it more. And which makes this campaign even more important, especially for the younger women, because as a breast cancer survivor, I have met young women that have had mastectomies, that have had stage 3 and 4 breast cancer, and they're young. My daughters they have to be very careful because my mother-in-law is a breast cancer survivor as well. So I started them with their breast health right now. They get, my oldest daughter, she's very dense. And a lot of black women, or women, period, that have big breasts, you also might need a sonogram. A mammogram might not be the only thing that works for you. And my daughter, who's 28, she's already had a couple sonograms because she has to. Her mother and her grandmother has breast cancer.
The majority of women that sometimes we see when we see the commercials and the marches aren't women of color necessarily. And does that feed into the perception that black women are not at a higher risk?
No, I don't know that it feeds into the perception, but I think it addresses the fact that a lot of organizations have not reached out to the black communities to help bring them into the fold. And that's why I applaud Susan G. Komen for doing this campaign. It's going to help to bring more awareness to different communities. And also, you got to find things that speak to people. Black women may not be in the marches and the runs. Maybe we need to do a lot of mammogram screenings in different communities with fairs and stuff. You got to figure out what will bring the people out in the different communities. So I think that this is going to be researched, and I think it's going to be something that we'll discover.
And let's give people tools. What can women do right now at home and on a monthly basis?
Well, first of all, check your breasts regularly. And start with a shower. You get in the shower, you raise your hand, you feel your breasts. And your partner, touch yourself, it's okay. Your partner while you're having sex, while you're lying down. A lot of women find out they have breast cancer because their men feel a lump. I mean, let your partner explore. Then, of course, your regular mammograms every year. Do not miss it. I was diagnosed with stage 0 DCIS because I went the year before, came back the next year, and I had stage 0. I like to tell women to, get your checkups yearly at the same time. It makes it easy. I'm August. So I call it the parade of doctors. I get everything, teeth, the eyes, my gynecologist, my mammogram, whatever. Just that time of year, just sit down, make your appointments, and just go bam, 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 bam. And then that way, you have it out the way till the next year.
So true. This Saturday, you are going to be honored by